many of you want to be great? Yeah. Clap your hands for yourself. Not too much. Yes, and now imagine living your entire life without being able to achieve the greatness that you want to achieve, just because you forgot to do the small things that you have to do. What if the small things and the abilities that you neglect are enough to guarantee you prosperity and success? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to make you better understand that if you tap into the unbelievable power, you can work miracles for yourself. One writer once said, the biggest regrets that we have are not about the things that we did, but about the things that we did not do. I have two key phrases for you today that will help you work your miracles. One, do what you can do. Two, believe in yourself and self-belief, like what has been said by Mr. Chimuti and Tina here. Do what you can do. Don't let neglect divert you on your path to greatness. If you can sell. If you can read. If you can talk. Dazzle your audiences. Of course, you can't run a multinational company overnight. Mr. Stoll, even Strive Masiwa couldn't do that. It took him years and years to achieve greatness. He took the meetings that he had to take. He read the books that he had to read. He attended the classes that he had to attend until unbelievable power was formed in him. The second piece, ladies and gentlemen, believe in yourself. The moment you start believing in yourself is the moment that you start seeing how the unbelievable power operates. When you're driving at night, let's say you're driving at night, your lights can only allow you to see about 200 meters or so ahead of you. How then do you see the next 200 meters until you get to your destination? The answer is drive the first 200 meters and keep driving to see more. Even in my life, I'm doing what I can do to work the unbelievable power in me so that I can work my miracles. Growing up, I believed, like any one of us, that after completing my A-levels, I'll get a very strong qualification and get a very strong career and live happily ever after. But not everything goes the way you think they will. I lost my parents, both of them, one after another. And I was left with my sister to take care of. Every dream that I had just vanished. There was darkness all over. Who was going to feed us? Who was going to pay for my fees? But whilst I was in that darkness, there's a statement that was said on TV that stuck in my mind. It took a statement by one of my favorite actors, Forrest Whitaker, to shake me off the hopeless situation that I was in. He said to his son, who was about to give up on education, he said, "Son, we ought to do what we ought to do for us to do what we want to do." That statement struck me, and all of a sudden, I realized that I had to do something now for me to change this hopeless situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I sat down, I looked at my resources, my capabilities, the people around me, and one name came to mind, my uncle, David, who had an electronics shop in town. I approached him, I requested that I work with him so that I can raise money for my fees. And when he accepted, my learned colleagues, I was excited, he should have been there. I was jovial, I was ready to do the work that was required. In a few months, I had enrolled in a college doing a very cheap course that I could afford. Then I started reading on my own at home to cut on the costs of attending lessons. Within a few years, I had graduated and enrolled and secured a job at Duff's Funeral Assurance. Mr. Matsika. As an accounts clerk. And from then on, I didn't look back. I kept pushing, and I'm still discovering the unbelievable power in me. Do what you can do, ladies and gentlemen. Do it the best way you can. Live your life every day as if it is your last. Dreaming big, you must. Dreaming big, we must. Remember, don't neglect the low-hanging fruits. Tema.